A woman left work and took her usual route home along a deserted highway. She stopped at a gas station to grab a coffee and fill up the petrol tank on the way. After her brief stop, she hopped back in the car and resumed her drive home. A minute later, she noticed a car coming up behind her in her rear view mirror. The car began to flash its headlights and swerve. She did not recognize the vehicle, and a little afraid, she sped up to try and lose the car. The car kept with her and put on its high beam. The woman kept speeding up, searching for anywhere she could stop for help. There were no houses, no stores, and not even a turnoff. The car behind her lurched, ramming her rear bumper. Fearing for life, she floored it, speeding away from the dangerous car behind her. After a short while, she left the deserted highway and turned onto a city road. The car that had been following her could not manage to keep up as she weaved around the city streets. When she arrived home, she ran to her front door, rushed inside and slammed the door behind her. She peeked out the window and found the car that had been chasing her was pulling into her driveway. A man exited the vehicle, looked straight at her through the window and began to yell, "Call the police." The woman, confused, stared at the man. He kept frantically waving and yelling at her to call the police. Suddenly, the back door of her own car opened. A man in a long black coat stepped out with an axe. Before she knew what happened, the man yelling at her to call the police was resting in bloody pieces on the pavement. The next day, the woman was found dismembered in her own home. The killer in the back seat was never found.